Good boat. Are you good? Welcome back to the channel. Saying to Eddie, it feels like I haven't done a video in ages. I actually haven't, in this style at least. It's been about a month since I've last been in the gym filming a session. We did the photo shoot behind the scenes, and then the last two have been the photo shoot for the Pro Coach process itself, which was sick, amazing weekend. Obviously so much build up towards it, but it all went really smooth. Everyone gelled nicely. Very, very cool weekend, having 15 coaches, I think there were, all coming together, all having gone through that same journey. We're running the next one, starts 22nd of May, 22nd this month, which is just under 3 weeks away now. So if you're a coach, if you want to hop on, make sure that you do get yourself on so that you can get a space before we have to close, because spaces are filling fast. We're going to be going through a leg session today. I've got a new split, so I'll take you through each exercise one at a time. Let's get cracking. First exercise, leg extension, 3 sets. First one, slightly lower rep range, 8 to 12, backing off for another 2 sets at 12 to 15 here. Whack the belt on, get yourself nice and stable, just training the quads in the short range. We're also then going to go on to the hamstring curl on the line machine prior to the big compound, which we'll take you through later. Keep it on the stack. I like my patella. So we did 210 first set. In terms of back offs, usually about 20% is enough. So if you just calculate 20% of that, so I've dropped about 40 pounds here. That should be enough for me to then see that increase in reps that we need to on the back off. Leg extension done. Lying hamstring curl next. We've got 1 loading set on here, another couple of back offs, and a rest pause on the last set. So all we're gonna do on that last set, go to failure, rest for 10 to 15 seconds, pick the weight back up, go again, and just push past that initial failure point. In terms of intensity techniques like that, we can use these in order to just drive that a little bit more stimulus past where we would naturally go within a set. So if we're at that point where we want to be getting that a little bit more out of an exercise, if you are a little bit more experienced or you're further into a training block where you wanted to drive a good amount of stimulus towards that tissue, rest pauses are a brilliant way to do so. Make sure that you can recover from them, you can manage the fatigue, and you're at a position where you actually need it. Another tip on here, pin the stack. If I get into this movement, you see my legs want to start there. That's as straight as they go. But with that top pin is already starting that little bit higher. So what we can do, rather than having to sort of force ourselves into that position, we can simply pick that pad up, put the pin in, and that's just going to float that top pin a little bit higher and start that pad here rather than all the way down there. Just make the machine fit you rather than you trying to fit around the machine. Makes it more comfortable, safer start position and safer finishing position when you fail. Still there, rest for 10 seconds. Managed to get another 4 reps there, which is good. That's baseline set on this movement now. Same as everything else on this day, it's the first time rolling through this session in this order, so setting baselines on this initial week, get those numbers in the logbook, and then we can start to progress those now moving forward.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hey, what I'm saying? Let me just talk one time. Whoa, whoa. Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. But a new crib, that's a flex.
Next up, the infamous hack squat. We've kept this in the program, still going well, still progressing well. There's no need to change it out at all. And that's a huge point in terms of programming. If something isn't broken, then don't fix it. If you're feeling good, if you're enjoying it, if you're progressing well, keep it in the program. Keep rinsing and repeating, because you're still getting enough stimulus out of that to be making progress. As soon as it starts to stall, as soon as maybe feeling little aches, pains, niggles come in, or let's say you're just genuinely not enjoying it at all, it sucks to do the exercise, swap it out. But for now, we'll be keeping this in, seeing how strong we can get on it. And again, with legs in twice a week, I'm hoping that my lower body strength starts to come back up to sort of lifetime PB territory. So see what we can do. Very smooth.
Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. But a new crib, that's a goddamn flex.
Last warm up here, we'll see how this weight feels. Might go a little bit higher, but we're aiming for anywhere between 6 and 10 today. So I want to try and start out here slightly lower on that range, so I've got almost room to move on that same load to progress up each week. So we're aiming for 6 here, really. I'll do 2, see how it feels there.
King of the city, man, they knowing that it's me. Hey, damn, you're still doing it with ease, cause it ain't that hard when I'm talking about me. Me and my funds, told them I get what I want. I need my money up front. I do not do this for fun. So I've been here my whole life, I ain't seen them here once.
Putting a belt on here, nice and loose, not yanking it as tight as I can. It's simply there just to almost act as a cue to brace against. Obviously going through movements like this where we're loading through the spine, we want to be staying braced. Almost having that something to feel around your waist and almost to connect with in terms of bracing against can really help. So take a deep breath into my belly, brace, hold that on the way down, and then come back out. As I start to progress through and I get a little bit more out of breath, I might take short breaths as I'm coming down, just as I then reach that sort of halfway point, bottom quarter, breathe in, brace for the bottom position, and then drive back out. Go for at least 6 here, but I reckon I can get more.
25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. But a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been up next. Can't take calls, but I send that text. From way downtown, but the shit's still wet. Yeah, that's a guarantee. King of the city, man, they knowing that it's me. Hey, damn, you're still doing it with ease, cause it ain't that hard when I'm talking about me. Me and my funds, told them I get what I want. I need my money up front. I do not do this for fun. So I've been here my whole life, I ain't seen them here once. Told them I ain't playing, they don't wanna get hurt, dog. It's about time I done show them how it works out. Seen them in the shit, but now they all worse off. I ain't in a race if I ain't coming first out. Tell them step back if they ain't in the game now. It was moving slow, so I had to find a pace now. All they trying to talk, not the time or the place now. Coming for the pot, and I got a pocket ace now. Can't make a promise, but I do my best. 25 sitting on 25 racks. Just got started, no, we ain't done yet. But a new crib, that's a goddamn flex. Sign that check. Told them last year that I've been.
It's good. 12 reps on that. Those back off sets are why it's so important to actually keep some level of cardio in. So obviously I'm moving into a gaining phase now. We've still got 3 cardio sessions in a week, just to make sure that I'm maintaining as much cardiovascular and aerobic fitness as possible. Because on these sets, your legs are still going, but your lungs are burning. So imagine when you add 5, 10, 15 kilos of body weight over a year, and you haven't done any cardio, hardly doing any steps, and you wonder why you're gassing out in sets, you're not recovering well. So if you are gaining, stick on top of your recovery. It's only gonna benefit your muscle gain, rather than what a lot of people think it's gonna do, which is hinder it. So keep your cardio in, people.
Look, I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak. Talking all that good, so I just hit you with the please. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep.
Anyone that hasn't used the air pressure kit by Kaiser, you do not know how hard this is. Obviously all run off of air canisters. It means you're under constant tension the whole time. No momentum, no inertia, no getting away from the weight. It's just tough. But the pump you feel on your quads after from this is insane. I love this machine.
Under pressure just to detonate. I'm trying to blow up and these heathens need to get it straight. Gifted with a vision and precision. I'm just trying to make it high key. Might be breaking free like I was Zion in some Nikes. Talked at the crib, bro, you know just where to find me. Making beats and spitting crack verses pretty likely. Yeah, socks with the Burks, boy, ain't changed a bit. Normal guy till I die, you know what it is. You probably thought I'd give up now that I got some kids, but really now I got these arrows aiming at your ribs. I don't wanna talk. How you try and press the kid and really you was soft. All you know is capping, homie, you don't know the law. Pedal to the metal, you ain't catching me in park. I just hit the stop. I don't wanna speak.
This is gonna suck.
Good, so I just hit you with the plays. Running up the score like Tyreek, I'm going deep. Watch me how I'm saucing, I be spreading it with ease. You gon' see the peas. Hey, please be on the notice, these my motives. Bought my chicken and it's rotis. You parsimonious, you take it all cause you a locust. My focus is to grow this mission. A visionary, get a dictionary. We here off the rip and we ain't sharing, we just caring. Let me speak it to the manager. We damage her, no you ain't messing with an amateur. I'm ramming the competition, they ain't standing up. They fanning from left to right cause now they branded us. Now who that is? Mike Jones, they ain't want me now. They all on me, got counterfeits trying to play me.
They're easy. All the clients that moan about split squats don't know what you're on about. Fine. You can do one leg at a time. Oh. You good?
Sorry.
It's alright. For God's sake, I can't believe you just did that. If you do see someone filming in the gym, just walk past them. It's fine. We don't own a place. It's your gym too. It's got one more set here, which is the back off 12-15. It's got 13 there, so we've got to do that on the other leg now. Just making sure rest enough between legs to make sure that you're not going into it fatigued. Adductor, and then the seated calf raise to finish. We've actually started putting adductor near the end of the session because I was finding fatigue in my adductor first because I've injured it in the past years and years ago, but still, I think I've still got some scar tissue in there, and when I fatigue it first and then go into hack squat, just wasn't feeling good. So today hack squat felt perfect. In terms of like exercise order, always be thinking about how one exercise then carries on to the next and whether that's actually going to have a positive or negative impact on the training performance throughout the session in general. If you're feeling like something's off, switch things around, see how you feel.
I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the late. So I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take, so I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay. I need my 50 for tax. I done ran low on my patience. Make sure my time is a waste. I told them all that I've been real. They know that I cannot fake shit. Funny, I none of this makes sense. Now that I'm up with an A-list, she tryna throw me the K now, telling me happy belated. Got too much shit on my mind. I told my mom I'm fine. I told my girl that I'm stressed, but I'm gonna make it on time. I pray to God for these signs. He know how hard I done tried. Lately I'm looking for real shit, the things that my money can't buy. They don't understand how the shit goes, how they all use it to switch goals, how they all speak when they need some, then when you need them and they gone goes. They want the money in big rows, they use your name for a quick post. The same ones that told me to quit rap, I swear this shit man it gets sold. But for now I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine in the state. My mom need a house for the late, so I got some money to make. They told me I got what it take, so I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay, I need my 50 for tax.
Just gonna go fairly moderate weight on these. First time I've done them in a while. With this machine itself, this is the Watson seated calf raise. You can see the weight's all the way out here, and it's on this long lever. In terms of how far that weight moves through space, in relation to the distance that I'm actually moving this input pad here and the range in which my ankles go through, that's swinging quite a way compared. And what we see there is that due to that, it's quite a lot of momentum and inertia on this movement. I can get that almost weightless at the top. Speed on this is particularly important. It's a small range of motion first of all, but also the weight's way away from you. There's a lot of momentum there. So all I'm gonna do come up to the top, pause for 2, come down onto control, full second pause at the bottom, and then come up and pause. Engage in the calves that whole time,
I told him I need my pay.
making sure I'm the one in control of the weight.
I need a shot, no chase. My girl need a wine and a steak. My mom need a house with a lake. So I got some money to make. They told me I got what it takes. So I gotta take it all back. I told them I need my pay. I need my 50 for tax.
Get some calves one day. It's every man's dream. Don't try to Eddie.
Know that I'm stressed, but I'm gonna make it on time. I pray to God for these signs. He know how hard I done tried. Lately I'm looking for real shit, the things that my money can't buy. They don't understand how the shit goes. How they all use it and switch goes. How they all speak when they need some. Then when you need them and they gone goes. They want the money in big rows. They use your name for a quick post.
Legs done.
Told me to quit rap.
First run through of that session. Really happy with that actually. Not too dissimilar to what I had in place before. But we now have that second leg day, which is coming later this week, which is more glute and hamstring based. So today, as you've seen, a little bit more quad dominant. Next session, we've got a few more hamstring curls, big hip hinge. We've got an RDL in that day, I think, hip extension and everything else such as that as well. So let's do it. It's time to grow some big legs. We're gonna chill out for a second, then we will wrap up there. Legs wrapped up. You know when you train calves, you stand still and you do whole leg tremors. That's what I've got right now. Haven't done seated calf raise in ages. Awesome session. As I said many times, looking forward to training legs twice a week now. We are wanting to push this channel more. Views aren't where I want them. Subscribers aren't where I want them. We are 850, 860 subscribers maybe. Go and take a look at how many subscribers I got. If you haven't subscribed, just hit the button. It's free, helps the channel out. And make sure you hit like as well. And we will be consistent and ruthless with one video a week, every week. Aside from that, make sure you tune in again next week at 10 AM Sunday. Any questions you have, any comments, anything, just fire them below. If not, we will see you again next week. Do that YouTuber stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Nearly forgot. Insert sexy music. We need a blooper, so there's your blooper.